That was good.
I don't remember. I don't recall. I do not recall bullying you into cleaning your room, but I'm so glad that you did.
It's funny. You didn't even need to mention it, but you did, and that's exactly what I was doing.
Listen, I mean, I know that you had preparations, that were underway, and I just want the best for you. You know,
That's just too kind.
I just want the best for you. Help me help you.
Help me help you. Help me help you.
Um,
A lot of stuff happened. A lot of stuff happened in esports. Some good, some bad. Pepsi Zero's out. We're rocking.
one sec here. Hold on here. Let me just get it rolling. Let me also turn this up a little bit. Okay, that's not so bad. All right, I'm gonna bother everybody in the Discord. Oh yeah, well, light mode is fucking oppressive.
Yeah.
One sec. It is oppressive. Um, let's just fucking let it rip, huh? I'm just gonna put it on. I'm just gonna put this on Twitter and
Love it. Yeah, but it's been good. It's been a solid like 80 degrees out here. You know,
beautiful,
we're in the depths of winter. Winter is here.
dude. Winter is indeed here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, 80 degrees. That is very aggressive. For your neck of the woods. All right, there we go. What do we got? We got World's Finals preview.
World
We've
finals.
got maybe we could talk a
That's
little
cool.
100 Thieves. They divested from Juvie and now they're gonna put out some golf merch.
Yeah, did you see the merch?
I didn't see
Did you
it. Did it
see it was
drop?
coming? They posted a snippet. We shouldn't show you it until we talk about it on air.
Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely talk about it on air and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
So we got Worlds preview. We got 100 Thieves golf line. Anything else that's like big that you got?
Disguised Toast basically finally starts bringing in some sort of like investment money in a sense
Yep.
with with a merch drop, which was cool.
Okay.
High Ground, an ex company of 100 Thieves, basically did an awesome collaboration with Yu-Gi-Oh, which was
Yep.
really cool. Probably their most anticipated one yet.
I'm listening.
What else? A lot of LCL, a lot of LCS hires. And by LCS hires, like LCS new trades and new signs.
All right.
Yeah, new LCS hires. Well,
Yep.
not hires, but like signings. A lot of shuffles around, a couple imports, a couple teams look really good. Um, we got Reg and I actually played a little league together.
Okay.
That was fun, and I just showed him how horrid I am.
Okay.
And then what Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 is
Yeah.
just the best Call of Duty of all time, the most sold copies of all time. I mean, it's just the best game of all
It's
time,
hitting all the
like
marks. Yeah, it's
15
hitting all the
years
marks.
ago.
All right.
So
Yeah, let's get into it. We'll just rifle it off. Okay. Here we go. On this episode of Not Another Gaming Podcast, On this episode of Not Another Gaming Podcast, we are going to be talking about the League Worlds Finals. We got a little preview for you. 100 Thieves just dropped a golf line. We are going to be live reacting to that merch. I'm going to take a quick gander at it, see how it is. We've also got some LCS signings. We've got some additional esports news where Disguised Toast is raising money for his own esports org with merch and having his fans basically fund the growth of his esports org. So that's pretty cool. So a lot of esports focus this week. So strap yourselves in. It's pre-Thanksgiving. It's also the pre-Thanksgiving episode. You know we can't do a pre-Thanksgiving episode without talking about the dessert that shall not be named, aka the appetizer that shall not be named. But maybe we do that next week. I don't know. All that and more on a brand new, extra handsome episode of Not Another Gaming Podcast. I love you. Strap yourselves in because we're here right now. Ready, set, go.
Fight.
Yo, welcome back to Not Another Gaming Podcast. It's your boy, Papa Dom. We're back live direct and oh so fucking beautiful. Tiggy is looking great. He's got the pink. He's got the waist management, the rope hat on right now. Love that. Looking real crispy. We're kind of like reversed right now because you have my purplish pink background, and then you have Tiggy's like purplish pink attire. So we're kind of like contrast right now, but we got a whole lot of ground to cover. We're just gonna dive right in. Tiggy, you weren't with us last week. You were cleaning your room. Your room looks clean. How you been?
Dom, the room looks incredible. I'll do a little 360 here. I mean, look at that. Nothing on the floor.
Beautiful.
I mean, you can see my background's a little changed. I used to have boxes on boxes right there.
Yep.
All gone. We got a lamp set up, and I mean, it looks like an actual living habitat of a normal person. So that was fantastic. We fooled her, guys. We fooled her. She was not aware I was living in squalor. So that's incredible.
As long as she doesn't watch any VODs on the podcast, she'll be none the wiser.
Yeah. No.
She won't know that that's the first time that you've made your bed all year. So we'll edit that out. We'll definitely edit that out as well. Great. Well, I mean, we're gonna dive right in here. I mean, it's been a week since it's been 2 weeks since we last spoke to you, Tiggy. And it's also been 2 weeks since a little something called Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 released. So why don't we dive right in there? How's that treating you? What are the impressions?
So I've played a total of maybe like 5 or 6 multiplayer games, and that has told me everything I need to know about the game. I have the double XP, I have the Monster Energy skin line and everything, and I've played 5 or 6 games, and I'm still using the default classes. Now you might wonder, why am I still using the default classes? And that's because I can't get the guns from my level until I get to level 25 and it unlocks them all or something. And you might understand, why would they do that? Why? Why, Tiggy? Why would Activision do that? They're such a nice company. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Completely.
My Stream Deck was like muting me and then like was wicked delayed and responding to me. But I was saying, why would that happen?
Why would they do that?
I don't understand. Wait, so you can't make a custom class until level 25 instead of like level 2 like it normally is?
You can make a class, but the guns you get, like half of the guns are locked in what is called the armory. And for some reason, you get to level 25 and the armory unlocks. And then you need to do certain challenges to unlock the weapons further, to like actually unlock the base weapons. So I'm not sure which intern or which high up head thought this would be a great addition to, again, why they're making the easiest thing in the game so complicated to just unlock the weapons by level.
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
It doesn't make any sense. I'm not sure why they did it, but that's a current issue. So me, like, I just want to play the game how it's supposed to be played. So I'm
Yeah.
just like playing multiplayer games. A lot of people are jumping into zombies, which apparently zombies is not all that bad. A lot of people like the zombies,
No, it's
but
good.
zombies is the easiest way to level up guns. So people are getting to level 25, and they're either you can extract the gun from zombies, kind of like DMZ, and you
Yep.
just get the gun,
Yeah.
and then you just set up like monkey bombs and nades, and
Yeah.
those level up your guns like 15 levels in 10 minutes or something.
Yeah, no, I've been having a good time with zombies. That's pretty much the only thing I've played. I haven't played the campaign. I heard nothing but nightmarish things about the campaign, and I haven't played the multiplayer. I just haven't had enough time to really like sit down and really play it and dive in. Um, but zombies has been pretty good. I mean, I just kind of like with solo queuing. I tried filling and I tried not filling. I feel like it falls less into the trap of the typical DMZ stuff where like you'll fill in with people who don't have mics, don't have interest in collaborating at all, and they kind of like just go their separate ways. Because in zombies, at least since launch, zombies has been more like, ooh, what's this? Like, let's go explore this thing together and like let's find out what this is together. So that's kind of cool that there's like that element of discovery. I don't know what that's going to look like in 6 months. I feel like in 6 months or so, it might be more like, all right, I know what I'm going to do, so I'm just going to go do my own thing. And then I'll complain if people don't pick me up when I go run halfway across the map and die. But that's basically how DMZ is now. And zombies, I think it's cool that there's like a narrative to it. I think some of the NPCs are a little annoying because like they just don't stop talking. But all in all, I mean, I think zombies is pretty cool. Again, I was not really like a old school zombies guy, so I'm coming in from this is carte blanche. I'm just kind of taking a look at it for what it is and not really comparing it to the old zombie style. But yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty fun. I don't think I've heard really anybody say a bad thing about it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the same. I really haven't seen it. Again, maybe not a lot of people are into like the Easter egg stuff, which I know one of the co-hosts here, he who should not be named,
Yeah.
and isn't here. We won't talk about that. But other than that, all things positive zombies, all things negative campaign, multiplayer mostly negative. I know the
Really?
like
Mostly
professional
negative?
competitive, mostly the professional competitive scene is like all in shambles. The spawns like people are getting 4 kills and running 10 feet, and then people are spawning like right behind them. So I listened to a clip of the podcast with like Scump, and Scump said one of the hard point maps you played at 250 points. One of the maps they've never gotten over like 150 points total. He says they're winning games 130 to 80, so it's just going to be like a constant slugfest of just like 80 kills against 80 kills. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, obviously they're going to make some changes, but
yeah, there's going to be tuning that needs to be done before the season starts. And doesn't the season start like next month?
The season starts, I believe, like December 15th. So they have
they've got like a
basically
month.
30 days.
Yeah. They have like 30 days to like tune things up. And I mean, not for nothing, but like, and I understand that like spawns are not, nothing's going to ever be perfect for absolutely everybody. But the majority of the people who are complaining about COD and like the state of the game and who like basically dictate the way people react to the game are content creators and pros. And, not everybody's always going to be happy. I've heard, I mean, from like the content creation side of things, it sounds like people are mostly pretty happy with it just based on the people that I follow and, stuff like that. But I haven't really heard a whole lot of chatter about big sweeping changes that need to be made with multiplayer, but I don't follow a lot of the CDL pros, so I don't really know. But the fact that, people are already in shambles over it is not fucking surprising whatsoever. So it's Call of Duty. This is what they do. Speaking of pros, don't look now, but I am only a couple of wins away from being in the top 10,000 in the world in Pokemon Unite.
Come on, man.
Give it up. Come on. I mean, listen, I'm just saying, I don't want to, because with my luck, any sort of hubris, I fly too close to the sun. This is me. I'm never this good at things. The last game I was really this high ranked in was Hearthstone, and I'm way past that. I am like 3 wins away from, I think it's Master tier, and then after that, it's like, 1 second, hold on. Pokemon Unite ranks. I can't remember. It's like what is it in League? It's Master, Grandmaster, and Challenger.
Yep.
So I'm basically I'm in the master tier in terms of league.
Okay.
Grandmaster is
That's
next, and I'm just I don't know. I might be one of the best junglers to ever play the game. This is not. This is just numbers talking. I don't know. So I'm right in the. I'm like just past the center point of the. There really is no. Because there's 6 different tiers. I'm in the 4th tier, but I'm like the high 4th tier. So it's like every time you get to a new tier, there's 5 different. It's like
oh yeah.
So
It's like bronze 1, 2, 3,
yeah.
4.
So I'm veteran 1, and the next one is ultra, and then after that is master, which is top 10,000 in the world.
And you're there.
So
Damn. So what champ do you play? You said you play jungle. Is it
Yep.
kind of like League, like you play the jungle lane in a sense?
yeah. So there's it's top jungle and bottom are the only roles. There's really no they don't like split it out, but they have the different Pokemon in the game. Obviously fill different roles. There's like attacker, defender, speedster. I think is one of them, and then there's like all around, which are kind of like balanced. So Gengar is my main. I'm usually insta lock Gengar one trick. I can play some Venusaur too. Venusaur is top lane, kind of like a lane bully type champion or a Pokemon. But Gengar is like just zip around, get a bunch of kills, level up way faster than everybody else, and then just go fucking gank for the entire game. So I think like probably I played the best game I've ever played last night. I gotta I gotta pull the stats up for it because it was legitimately insane. It was like legit a backpack game where, and this is a high rank. Like it's in previous ranks, like if you get up to a certain point, it is a little easy to get to like this like high 2nd tier. But then there are some challenging games that'll knock you down if you're not careful. Like you really can't sleepwalk through these games if you don't pay attention. If not everybody's pulling their weight. I mean, it's a challenging game once you really get high enough. And now there's like a lot of really like intricate fights. You miss a button press or like you're too late on something, like you can get aced and all of a sudden the whole game shifts. So I just want to see this. I need to see this game. I got to pull up my like record here because I have like a 75% win rate with Gengar, and I've played like 100 games. So, I mean,
some might say broken champ.
But I mean, and I look at like the tier list, and Gengar is like B tier, C tier, not S tier. Let me see. Yeah, this was a game I played last night. Hold on one sec. I gotta find the kills. Let me see. Yeah, this was the one. It was 24 kills, which is insane. 24 kills, 11 assists, and scored 297 points. So, for comparison, the next person down was 182 points, 7 kills, 9 assists. Literal fucking backpack job, like you read about. To the point where, like, you can kind of, like, thumbs up. You do, like, the kudos thing in League. They, like, literally everybody had, like, upvoted me on the thing. So, I mean, I'm just saying, I might be the faker of Pokemon Unite. I don't know.
People watch your gameplay and they're going to spend all the coins to buy Gengar, like they were buying Faker's Azir after his play.
That's exactly that. They're going to dress him like me. They're going to put like a gold chain on him. They're going to put like a black T-shirt, WGG hoodie.
That's awesome. I played the game on, I think, just my Switch, and it's a Switch Lite, and it runs so horrific. Some might say horrid. I mean, it's just a freaking joke. So I downloaded it on my phone. I think I played like 1 or 2 games, and I strictly only played Machamp. And I just go and seismic toss people behind me, and I just beat them up real quick. But I'm such low tier. I mean, you basically just smash all the buttons. It's like Wild Rift. You just smash buttons and you'll win games.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
like the low elo games in Wild Rift are the same way, where you kind of like you can kind of like just play with one hand. I actually was playing, so taking the train in. It's usually like a 45-minute train ride, and I'm like, all right, I can play like 1.5 games of Wild Rift. And I definitely was playing with like one hand, and I had to tab out for a second to show the person my like train ticket, and then go back into it. Literally didn't miss anything. Didn't miss a thing.
That's awesome.
So, but yeah, no, Unite is fun, and it's like just getting to the point where it's really challenging, where like I'm kind of going back and forth, one game. One thing I really like with it as well, and I don't know if League has this in the higher, as I don't play League ranked, but you have like a performance meter. So even if you lose a game, there's like three little diamonds basically, and you get your 4th one, and you go into the next rank. Yeah. But even if you lose a game, your performance meter goes down, but it doesn't necessarily dock you one of those diamonds. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah,
So
they had that wild rift. Yeah,
But yeah, okay. So if you do really well, your thing can still go up. Like if you're really backpacking, but the rest of the team is just completely like just shits the bed on you.
Yeah.
You might actually like you're fine. You might be able to like save elo, and it's pretty good about like somebody was AFK, so like your elo wasn't impacted for for this ranked game or whatever. So I feel like for the most part, when I have deserved to lose, I've lost. But there have definitely been games where I'm like, Jesus Christ, there's nothing more I can do, and you still lose. But I don't know. I'm having a fucking blast with it, and I who knows? If I really, I don't know when this season ends, but if I really do, like, apply myself and play like only this for the next couple of weeks, like I could probably get to that rank, which would be pretty sick.
you think you get to it? Top 10,000. I mean, that's big. That's where like Bob is and whatever TFT.
Yeah,
We're gonna have 2 top 10,000.
I'd basically be challenger rank, which means get me on I mean, I was looking at League. I'm sorry, Pokemon Unite Worlds. The top prize, like for like the top tier pool, was 100K. So team of 5, it's 20 grand.
Yeah. WGG Pokemon Unite team coming up.
We do have a guild on there, or like a Unite squad or whatever it's called. I put it in the Discord. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So reinstall. I actually played on my Switch, and it runs fine if you have it docked. It runs at 60 frames per second if it's docked. But if it's not docked, it's 30, and it looks like you're playing it on a fucking viewfinder, like a ViewMaster.
Yeah, I have this big
You have the
horizontal
light one,
Game
yeah.
Boy Advance SP.
Yeah.
that's-
You have the Game Boy Micro. You have the fucking that's exactly what you have.
I won't even tell you how Pokemon Arceus runs on it.
Oh my god! Probably looks like you're playing it on like a fucking PowerPoint.
But the phones now are so good. I mean, you literally can just mobile game. It looks
Yeah. I mean, I've played it on my phone too, and it definitely is more responsive. And like the menus are wicked slow on the Switch. They like zip in and out of different things on the phone. So if you ever want to play, we probably can't play ranked until you get up there a little bit. But I'll play casuals all the time. We'll just pub stomp.
No, don't worry about it. I play Wild Rifts when I walk uphill on the treadmill every morning, so I'll just start playing Pokemon Unite. I'll level up. Don't worry.
Oh, let's go, dude. Let's fucking
Come
go.
on.
I'm just saying,
multitask.
it's fun, dude. I actually like anytime I see somebody on the map like that's going, oh, there's like 2 people there, like getting those ganks off. That's the closest I'm gonna get to ever getting like that satisfaction on League, because I'll never know like what those plays are like, but I know what they're like in Pokemon Unite and how it like I got a quadra kill in Pokemon, like literally just me. Me.
No
and
one
I'm just
else.
fucking
No one else.
like just they didn't know what the fuck hit them. I'm just picking them apart.
You know.
I'm just saying,
Same thing.
it's satisfying, and it makes you want to just completely just invest in. So, but
awesome.
that's me, and that's one of maybe 2 times ever on the history of the 363 episodes of this podcast that I can brag about being good at a game. So.
I feel like we had one not too recently with PGA.
Okay, so I lost my shot in PGA, and I don't know what the fuck happened, man.
Yeah, it's all over.
I don't know. It is baffling. Has this happened to you? Have you like got like to a point with PGA where you're like, I just can't hit anything? Because I literally thought my controller was broken. That like my shot is that bad now.
So that's the thing. So I play traditionally just click. I play the clicks. I don't play the swing path. I used to play the swing path when I was on console, and sometimes the controller, like the joysticks, kind of get a little busted. You get a little stick drift. If that's the case, I mean, you're just done. You either got to go to clicks or you have to just get a new controller. So it could be a controller issue.
I think that's what honest to God, like to the point where, because like me and Bubba were playing ranked, and I was flushing drives. His short game was great. We were like really banging on people, and I played the almost all the way through the campaign, and it was great. I mean, the controls were fine, but literally it was like I dialed in one day or I got into a ranked game one day, and I just couldn't help but shank legitimately everything, like to the point where I was convinced that my controller was broken.
It's like real life golf at that point.
That's what I'm saying. Is like I fucking lost my shot. Like I haven't golfed in a little while. Like I came back from New York. We went away for the weekend. Hadn't played PGA. Jumped on there and it was just like up and down. every single shot. I when I calibrated my shot, I started holding the controller differently. I'm going like this with the stick now instead of this. I'm watching YouTube videos. I'm completely fucking. I'm just like literally like a mush now with PGA.
Have you ever thought to use the mouse? Have you ever thought to go back to the mouse?
I've never used it. Is it?
Try that.
What do you
That's
do?
what
Like go up and down with it?
My cousin, yeah, goes up and down and stuff. Pretty sure Minnesota Maniac friend of the pod.
Yep.
You know, he goes up and down and stuff, and they put some decent shots out there.
So what do you do? Like you hold down left mouse and then go like down up?
Go back and then up.
Huh.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have the full desk mouse pad. Maybe that's the key.
Yeah.
I'll try it.
Yeah.
I'll try anything once. I would like to continue playing the game. You know, like I would like to have fun with PGA again, but right now I have rage quit on maybe 7 ranked matches. Not that like I'm in bogey, I'm in bogey, so you don't even lose elo. Like I can't get out of bogey 1. It's just bogey 1 and whatever, or bogey 1 and like par 3 or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
But like, so there's no I'm just giving people easy elo whenever they match up against me because my controller doesn't work. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Jeez. Well, reeling it back to Pokemon Unite and other MOBAs, we have League of Legends Worlds.
Yep.
Coming up this Sunday morning at potentially, I think 4 a.m. for us over on the U.S.
Yep, 3 a.m. I think it's 3 a.m. my time. So is that midnight your time?
3 a.m. your time. It'll be 1 a.m. my time, but actually, I will be on the East Coast for the holidays, so it will be 3 a.m. for both of us.
Okay.
So it's going to be great. We have T1 Faker going for his 4th world title against Weibo Gaming, which have 1-0. And this Weibo team has, thrown out NRG, some might call the favorites, in the round of 8.
Yep. Sweethearts. There was a Cinderella run, gone too soon.
Yeah. Against the bad bosses of T1, somehow just beat the Chinese in, or just refusing. Refusing the union over there, and they're taking them. They're just. I don't know what it is. Every year, JDG gets all this hype, and then they can't get by T1.
No, T1 is their boogeyman. It's that it's like the curse of Faker. Like they can't help but lose to them. It's literally all they can do.
They can't do it. Earlier this year, Faker actually took some time in the midseason. They almost didn't make playoffs. They almost didn't make the World Tournament.
Wow.
Because Faker took like 6 or 7 weeks off, and they ended up losing like most of those matches. I think something with his wrist. Comes back, they win out. I think they get second in the LCK tournament and stuff. They make finals, and his last game against JDG, he had this play against was it Ruler?
Yeah,
even Ruler on JDG. That was very symmetrical to what happened in 2017, and Ruler had flashed out of it in 2017. And this time, Faker knew that Ruler was going to flash. Same play, just different side of the map.
Way.
Hits him with the ult this time, kills him. The LCK store legit was having problems because too many people were trying to purchase the Azir champion after the match.
My God, dude. That is like, what is that even like an equivalent to? Like people trying to buy...
Like Taylor Swift concert.
Yeah.
Something.
I'm just trying to think like maybe like, Tom Brady putting up like the T-shirt with the 7 on it on the TB12 store. Like, what is even the like? That is fucking nuts. And somebody had posted, I can't remember what a traditional sports outlet posted something about Faker getting absolutely hounded in an airport. Which is not a uncommon occurrence. Like this is a clip like this surfaces once every little while. But somebody was like, Korean video game star, like and they were like, you don't understand, this guy is like a top 10 most popular like athlete in the world, bar none. Like this guy gets recognized more outside of the United States than most American athletes do. And there are like women screaming and chasing after him in the airport, and he's just just stone faced.
He's a stone-faced killer, and what makes it so good and also bad in some people's eyes is he'll get interviewed after the game and stuff like that. He's like, "What were you thinking when that all came in and stuff? Like, what were your emotions after the game? Did you feel happy? Did you feel sad?" He's like, I just I just felt like I made the right plays. There was a couple mistakes. I'm going to go back and watch him and stuff. Like he's so goddamn humble about everything and stuff. He's
Yeah.
so humble about his opponents and stuff. He wasn't like, yeah, I knew he was going to flash right into me.
Right.
I put him back right into my own tower, and then hit him with the dipsy do dead in a half second. So I mean, I wish it stinks, but at the same time, he's the best of all time to play. You know what I mean?
He's unbelievable. And I mean, when it comes to like athletes at their craft, like there are very few, if any, that are as dominant as Faker is at league. You have like Michael Phelps swimming, Brady football, Faker league. I mean, it's like when it comes to just being unparalleled in the level of success and like the level of like mastery that you have at your craft, there are very few people in that conversation. I just sent this to you on Discord, but somebody had posted a couple, like I think it was last week when they were still like at the beginning of the round of 8. It's a picture of Faker like meditating in between rounds, and it's like people think he's meditating and focusing. Actually, he's falling asleep from boredom because they were just, I mean, and I think I remember like this time last year, a lot of people saying T1 was definitely. I mean, they started as a lower seed. They are were no longer the favorites and like the automatic shoo-ins. But I mean, you can't deny the GOAT.
Can't deny the unkillable Demon King.
The unkillable Demon King, dude. I mean, I gotta watch that documentary. You sent me that documentary a while back.
God, so good.
I gotta watch the whole thing. I've watched like half of it, and it was just like absurd. But I mean, there's a reason why this guy is who he is, and I don't know how you root against him. I can understand if you're, maybe you're a big time, LCK or League fan and you're just sick of seeing him win, but like that should make you want to see him win more.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's interesting. Yeah. Like past 2 years, Gen G has kind of had their number when it comes to the season.
Yep.
But again, time after time, Gen G blows it in the finals.
Yep.
Even the Chinese team blow it. Last year,
was it EDG last year?
Last year was no, it was DRX.
That's right.
DRX with Deft.
That's right. That's right.
Which was one of the coolest like stories. They were schoolmates in the same class and stuff. It was so cool. This guy Midbeast, he's an Australian content creator, does league and stuff, hilarious. And he went to the high school where they went and stuff. he got a little bit of water and took it from the bubbler,
just to try to get like some of that power.
And drank it before match. Like, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? I think he forfeited in 15 minutes. It was over. But it's so cool, and they're playing this Weibo team, which is a lot of young stars. This guy, the Shy, he's a top laner for Weibo, and everyone's saying like he is the most mechanically gifted player in the game right now.
Really?
He's just terrorizing the top lane, and top lane's a lane where it's like it doesn't get much action, but there's players like the Boff FFS that'll just do things like he'll play Sion top, and he'll just, some will call intentionally feed, but he just goes and kills the tower and tries to win the game through top. Does not help his team at all. So the fact is, the Shy is just very gifted top laner. It's a very cool story. He's good. This team's obviously good. And I like this guy, Crisp, who is the support player solely because he pulled out Heimerdinger a couple rounds ago.
I mean, that's the quick way to your heart. That's the fast lane. That's the HOV lane to your heart.
They got the Jaime, and so if Weibo wins, we might see a championship Weibo Heimer skin. We thought we were going to get it last year with Beryl. Everyone was hoping he would, but he's a big like Genshin impact person, so he chose Ashe, and Ashe, with her 40th skin. Oh, that was really good.
Yeah.
But super cool. Super excited to see it Sunday. So it's I'm flying in Saturday night, and I'm just gonna end up probably
dude.
Hopefully sleeping on the plane and staying up to watch the match.
Listen, I might. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might, I think it was 2 years ago with the EDG final where I set my alarm. Right now, I don't want to do that because if it accidentally wakes up the baby, I will be getting a divorce. So I don't want to do that. So I'm probably just going to watch it first thing in the morning. But I have to say, I mean, because we've been on Jersey Watch. For a little bit, and the finals jerseys for T1 are crazy. The gold with the 3 stars over it, the black, and then the little T1 kind of pattern in the background. I mean, these things just look like the final bosses of League of Legends, as they should.
Yeah.
Also, sadly, I just saw on the T1 social media page, it said today that we can. This was from earlier this morning, from 5:30 a.m. my time, anyway. Today, we confirmed that a post threatening the safety of our fans was uploaded to a certain community. Police report was filed, so like somebody had posted some sort of threatening thing regarding T1 at League Finals, at Worlds Finals rather. And like Riot Games is going to be strengthening on-site security and stuff like that. So we've talked about this before when it comes to esports and devs and stuff like that. But like, there's just no space for that. There's just no need for that.
No.
Especially people that are posting this stuff as like some sort of hoax or some sort of just like empty threat or false alarm or whatever, just to like intimidate people or fuck with their heads or whatever. Like, this is the most fucked up. That's insanely fucked up. It's on the same level as, probably even worse than like swatting somebody, where you're putting people's actual lives in danger. And, it's just a fucking horrifying, disgusting thing to do. So just no place in sports or esports in general. But it sets the scene back. It sets the scene back. I think, I'm sure that like non-credible threats happen in more traditional sports all the time, to the point where they probably get investigated silently and thrown out. But the fact that like stuff like this is happening on one of the biggest stages in esports, if not the biggest stage in esports, and the fact that it's gaming, I'm glad that it hasn't kind of picked up steam and like, any discourse around gaming and esports not being as mature as it is hasn't started. But I don't know. It's just a stupid fucking thing, and I don't think that it has any place. I mean, obviously it doesn't have any place. I don't think that there should be any. I don't think there should be any leniency. Is what I was gonna say. Is like there should be no leniency. There should be no punch pulling when it comes to dealing with, if they find the source of these things. Like, this stuff should be just like instant ban. Call the cops. Get them figured out. Get them sorted out, because I mean, that shit is just fucking gross. So, but hopefully and ideally, everything goes off without a hitch, and I'm sure that everything's fine. But I'm glad that T1 immediately and swiftly took action on that. And, it sounds like Riot is going to be doing the same.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great to see it. I mean, we've seen the terrible things that have happened from like, people think they're empty threats, and, we've seen literally people, die from these sort of things in the gaming community. So absolutely agree with you there, Dom. Got to get it out. Yeah. On a lighter note with T1, when they were winning and knocking down the Nexus in the final match, I don't know if you saw, there was Keria, who is, people say actually the best player on T1 right now. He's the support player, and he's always just making these crazy plays. He's a big New Jeans fan, and New Jeans is the K-pop band doing the world's God song, and I think they're going to be performing at the opening ceremony and stuff. So as they were hitting the tower, he was saying like, "Oh my God, yes, we're gonna meet New Jeans, and you can see as the Nexus hit, Faker is literally turning and laughing over to Keria, getting so hyped up that he's gonna get to meet him. I think it happened yesterday where both teams got to meet New Jeans and stuff. Some of the New Jeans artists were talking about the game. One of the members had mentioned how she was playing Garen top and stuff like that. So it's really cool to see.
That's pretty awesome.
Not only like they're just getting more integrated with League, which is awesome too, and they're playing the game and stuff. So I think that's cool. Opening ceremonies should be electric. Last year we saw Lil Nas X perform at the Oracle and stuff, which was incredible. I remember seeing Adam Apicella, who's ex-owner Engine Esports, MLG.
Yep.
He was saying it was like the best, or if not one of the best production things he's ever seen for an opening ceremony.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine how they're going to do it big in Korea, which is kind of like the centerfold of the league in terms of competitiveness. So that'll be awesome to see. Speaking of MLG too, did you see Game Battles got shut down too?
I did. Hold on, I was just looking at this clip. Yeah, he's going, "Here I come, New Jeans." Yeah. Hold on, one second. Wait, let me watch this.
Oh
Hold on,
my
wait.
God.
Let me throw this on.
Yeah.
I gotta watch this full screen. Hold on. You can see Faker laughing. Yeah, the close up of his face is so good. Wait, I gotta hear the. Look at his face, dude. That's
He's going
fucking great.
crazy.
He's going, here I come, new jeans, here I come. That's fucking
It's too
amazing.
funny.
Actual, yeah, this is not a meme. This is actually T1 Carrier's comms.
Yeah.
That is so good, dude. And then G2 League responded, new jeans greater than qualifying for World's Final. That's so good. Never
Yeah,
underestimate the will of a man who wants to meet his idols.
I mean, just the memes coming out of that like are just unparalleled. So excited to watch. I think they did the coin flip already
Okay.
last night, which I didn't know that was even a thing. But the coin flipped. I guess Weibo won the coin flip, and they're choosing blue side, which
Okay.
would be the left side of the Rift.
Yep.
If
Yep.
you play League. I'm not sure what. I guess you get advantage Prio over Baron and not Dragon. So I guess that's
Okay.
that. So that would be interesting. So that's cool.
I mean, I think ultimately right now you have Faker going for his fourth. I mean, maybe his final.
People are talking.
But which is again, I mean, we were talking about this. I feel like people say this every time. This is like Brady. Every time Brady was going into an AFC championship game or an NFC championship game for that matter, people are like, is he going to hang him up after this? Is he going to hang up? And I mean, Faker might very well hit us with the I'll suck when I'll retire when I suck type deal. And I mean, when he stops being the unkillable Demon King, maybe he'll retire after that. But I mean, until that time comes,
Don't stop now.
don't stop now. Sorry, the baby is having a meltdown.
No. What else happened? We got speaking of League, the Disguise GG, i.e. The organization Disguise Toast organization.
Yes.
Disguise Toast is a big content creator, and he's been self-paying for everything for his org. They are about to go into Valorant. They have a League of Legends Academy team that actually won the championship.
Yeah.
I believe like the minor league championship. Disguise Toast team won, and a couple of those players have now been grabbed from the LCS orgs and are getting starting positions. Disguise Toast said they wanted. Disguise Toast said he wanted to pay $500,000 in this first year. He said he ended up spending double that in the first year
Holy
of
shit.
operations, and he said it was going to be a 2-year project. So starting out year 2, they've never released any merch. They've only had derpy T-shirts that the team wore that were so awesome, and people were begging him to sell them. He refused to sell them. Just launched today was the start of the first launch. They had this tricolor hoodie,
Yep.
a couple of T-shirts, this Anorak windbreaker thing that's always hot in the streets for esports. Not sure why, but
Okay.
they had those items available and stuff. So
Let me take a look at
it'll
those.
be cool to it'll be cool to see. I know the hoodies, I think, sold out except for extra small. I think that's the only size left in the hoodies. I don't know how much they made. You got to think they made a lot because a lot of people were asking for this, and it's just to help fund the operations
Okay.
as well.
Disguise Toast announces new look and merch for esports team FGC Pro for 2024. All right. I mean, these go pretty hard. These are you get some good neutrals in here. I mean, he's usually got the black and kind of cream colorway.
Yeah, good stuff. I think you can wear it out. It's pretty casual.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't say freaking big esports everywhere and stuff.
Yeah,
It's just a brand.
I
think it would be similar to 100 Thieves, but you could actually buy this one, so it was cool.
you can actually get them if you want. More than an org, a promise to our community. The heart of DSG is shaped by our fans and patrons, leading a new era of esports. Let me see. I mean, how do I get to the merch though? This website is gigantic. Hold on.
Yeah, you have to hit the shop now. It's very artsy and it kind of makes
I
it a
gotta
little
minimize it.
problematic.
Oh, it does not help. Minimizing it does not help. Oh my lord. How do you get to the actual buddy? How do I
Maybe this is why so many people could actually get stuff, because half the people couldn't figure out how to actually buy something.
No, that's 100% exactly what's going on here. This is insanely confusing.
All
The
right.
color block hoodie is $95. It's out of stock. All right. I mean, that's a little much.
Everything?
$95. I mean, $95 for a hoodie. That's actually kind of standard.
That is standard for just hoodies in general, like just clothes in general.
All right, let's take a look at like this little windbreaker here. How about this windbreaker? $130. All right, that's a little outrageous.
That's
$130.
that was more expensive than the hoodie, and I was like, I don't see it.
Yeah,
Again,
tough.
I don't know. I don't know apparel, so I don't know.
That's tough. All right, the t-shirt's 55. It's not bad.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't wear this. This is not for me. But then again, I wouldn't look like that in this t-shirt, to be honest with you. I like the logo though. I like the logo. Does Disguised Toast, does he sponsor any like Hearthstone pros? Because that's where he came up from. The whole thing was I mean, Disguised Toast, the name is from a Hearthstone card.
Yeah. I don't believe he has Hearthstone. He makes videos and stuff, so you can actually subscribe. How he takes on like quote unquote investors is his Patreon.
Okay.
Anything he gets from his Patreon, he puts in. He's got different tiers. You get different tiers in like the Discord and stuff. One of them, you get like early access to the merch, so you got 24 hours in advance. One, you got like a 20% code. One, you got like free shipping and stuff.
Yep.
So he does a lot of cool stuff, and you get extra content all behind the scenes. You can attend like the board meetings and stuff. You have like literally Q&A sessions with all the people on the board and stuff. It's really cool. But he said obviously they're going to do League of Legends again. I don't think they have a spot of LCS. I think they're just going to stay in the academy, which probably helps with costs. They're going to get into Valorant, they said. He's like, it hasn't been announced yet, but announcement will be coming soon with Valorant. So a lot of people are kind of thinking that they might get in. They're going to get into Valorant to some degree. And they're also going to get into the fighting game. I'm not sure what fighting game, but they said they were really interested in getting to the fighting game. So that'll be interesting to see. But he makes vlogs every week talking about, I think he jokes about like how much money I lose.
Yeah.
So
no, totally.
To see.
I'm looking at the t-shirts now, the old t-shirts where it's like the Microsoft Paint stick figures.
Dude,
that is really something else.
I love them. I love them. And they had the announcements, like they would like, it was just so cool. They made stick figures of everyone on the team. Everyone just had the fucking short sleeve yellow t-shirts. I wanted one so bad. I thought they were so cool.
Dude, I think, you know, and honestly, it's kind of it's an interesting, whether or not it was an intentional or if it was just like we had to do this out of necessity, it's an interesting kind of like counterculture type statement, because every, you know, esports org wants to be also a fashion brand now, and you know, it's kind of almost more about the scene and less about the actual games, which you know, it's cool to see Toast doing that and, you know, being like, hey, this is no frills. I mean, granted, now in year 2 with Disguised Esports, it's a little different where they do have a clothing line and a nearly you know, illegible website and stuff like that, just like everybody else. But you know, it's interesting that, you know, the roots of the organization are going to be completely backed by Patreon, by, you know, people who buy the merch and stuff like that, because it's entirely self-funded, which is pretty insane. So hopefully they start winning some shit so they can start winning some money and, you know, doing it that way, because it would be a shame if, you know, the org wasn't able to stay afloat because of the way it's being financed. Or hopefully they get some investors. Maybe they get some investors, you know, because I like where their heart's at.
Yeah, they're all about like the passion of old school esports, and that's what they kind of want to do here. So I think it's cool. I don't know how much they won for winning like the, you know, the lower academy of League of Legends, but it's just awesome. They kind of came in, they made a lot of content with it, which is like what I grew up on with like Optic Gaming. Like I loved watching like the, you know, Vision and stuff like that, and just seeing Hex's vlogs every day. Like that's cool. I know Moist Critical also has an organization, and you know, he's a big content creator and stuff and helps fund that. Ludwig, I think invested into Moist Critical as well. I'm pretty sure. Because I know he invested in some team. I think it was his.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. That's pretty great to see. Yeah. And then in terms of,
oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, in terms of merch, I just sent you the 100T golf coming out next week. So that's an interesting release. 100 Thieves, Nadeshot, big golfer, terrible on camera. I'll be the first to say he's not good on camera. He posted some good scores on Twitter on the screenshots. Every live stream I've watched hasn't been pretty. This is coming from a, you know, around a mid 90s, low 90s golfer. So,
yeah.
But First ever golf collaboration they're coming out with, I believe.
Yeah, no, they definitely are. And I'm taking a look at it, and I had seen the trailer earlier today, and I was confused because it looked like a hunting show, like a nature show,
Yeah.
and apparently that is intentional, because the style of the merchandise is camouflage and like old school kind of hunting, almost like really like chintzy looking merch, but it's also supposed to be golf apparel. So it is golf apparel that is in collaboration with an esports brand, but it is styled after hunting gear. So, okay,
Yeah. I posted the link in the chat in the Twitch chat.
yeah, I'm taking a look at it now.
It's interesting. I'll say it's interesting.
It is. There is, yeah. What are your thoughts on it while I digest this all? Because there is quite. Yeah.
So I'm a fan of 100 Thieves.
Yep.
I will not say that I'm a fan of 100 Thieves, and I've definitely had my gripes with the Call of Duty team, etc.
Mhm.
How they just don't put enough content out, considering Nadeshot is the CEO and founder
Totally.
who got all of his money from making YouTube videos.
Yep.
And he got out of the hellhole of McDonald's.
Yep.
And now they have a guy like Doublelift, who they're paying millions of dollars to not do anything
Right.
in terms of content or league or world's coverage right now,
Yep.
when he's still under contract.
Right.
So I don't understand how they're letting people get away with that. But I do like some of the apparel. I think it's really cool. It's very hard to get. They want it to be exclusive. They want it to be like, oh, where'd you get that? Oh, you can't get it anymore.
Right.
Which is kind of shitty in a sense. But I have bought some stuff. I've gotten some stuff for like gifts and stuff, and they're fucking sick because it's like you get them for someone. They're like, how'd you get this? I tried to get it. It's like, well, what can I say? I got quick
Right.
fingers.
What can I say?
But I don't understand this collaboration. I'm not a hunter. I don't understand what hunting and golf has anything to do with. It's outdoors. Both are outdoors, I guess.
Yeah.
But I expected polos and stuff, not hoodies and bright orange hunting jackets. I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm a little confused. I mean, there's like two pieces on there that look pretty cool, and it's like a black polo. There's like a black polo, and it kind of has like yellow or orange like outlines to it, which is kind of nice. And then they have like a little the hoodie with a duck on it is cool, but like they don't scream golf to me. And I understand that it's with a golf brand, but my interpretation of this is that it's not meant to be like golf attire. It's supposed to be just streetwear that is manufactured by a golf brand that is styled like a hunting brand. So as a design guy, I don't know who this is for. I'm also not like the most fashion forward guy. My wardrobe entirely consists of like black graphic tees and golf polos. So it's a little off base for me. I'm not exactly sure. I think they could have just done like some red fucking golf polos and shit, and it would have probably sold like gangbusters. But maybe they're looking for something a little bit more funky. They're looking for something a little bit more forward. And this even goes back to like the LCS jerseys from last year or the year before, with like the rugby polo things that they did, which I thought were fucking a little wild. I thought they were a wild move, but I mean, they stood out, and you knew exactly who you were playing, for better or for worse. So yeah, not my cup of tea. I was really excited when I saw that they were doing some golf stuff, and then the ad looked like a hunting outdoorsy thing. And I'm glad to know that when I look at the merch, it still doesn't make sense. It's good to know that my thoughts were validated, in that I was initially confused and I am now still confused. So
yeah, I couldn't agree more. I'm not sure who this is for. Who knows? It'll probably sell out in 10 minutes like it always does. But hey, good for them.
Hey,
good for them, I guess.
You know what? These things are probably already sold out, and they haven't even gone on sale yet. So congratulations to Nadeshot for selling out yet another clothing line. I wish you nothing but the best. If it was more I guess, traditional. I don't even want to say. I don't want to sound like a fucking old corny loser, but like, if it looked anything like shit that I would wear while golfing, I probably would have bought one. I would have tried to anyway. I probably wouldn't have got it because I don't have a bot. But
Or just wear it out. Like if there's something that I see in esports that it's like I can't wear that out, like there's no chance.
That's what
like
I'm saying,
I
yeah.
want I don't know, you would think you would want people to wear it out in all occasions.
yeah,
in a
like
sense.
the cream hoodie that says Thieves on it that has the duck.
Yeah.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
but then it's just like a
Well-
giant painted duck on the thing. Like living where I live and like you living where you live, nobody would look at that and go, "Ooh, yeah, like that's cool." If I lived in like I don't know, like a more southern state where like hunting is more popular, or even if I lived in like Maine, people would be like, "Fuck yeah, dude, look at that duck."
Look at that mallard.
Look at the mallard, dude. Thieves, mallards. I mean, this guy's just stealing ducks left and right. He's just so good at shooting them. But I don't think.
Yeah. It makes no sense. It
I'm-
makes
I'm-
no goddamn sense.
I'm confused as to the audience. I thought it would have been, would have been cool if they did, because it looks like this golf apparel company has a, kind of like a retro type vibe to their website, which is really cool, and I respect that. It would be cool if like they did something like that, like if they had kind of like a more like retro type feel to their apparel. But looking at their stuff now, it's very like boutique type stuff. It's not really, it doesn't look like even like retro golf apparel. It kind of just looks like a funky, type thing. I don't know. I don't really know who this stuff is for, but they're gonna make $1 bajillion on it. So God bless Nade Shot.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the next drop. Hopefully it's something that I will be able to wear outside. But yeah, this is a very LA thing to me. This is like very LA funkiness, like where it's like, ooh, I bought this while I was thrifting, but it was actually $240. You know what I mean?
You're right on the head. You're right on the nail.
It's just not for me. It's just not for me. But God bless you if you can wear it out and like pull,
Yeah. Well, we got that coming out next week. They had the High Grounds, which was a former 100 Thieves company.
Yep.
Now it's off on its own, like Juvie. High Ground came out with a Yu-Gi-Oh collaboration, which is super cool.
That's
they had
hype.
keyboards of Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician, Exodia, which was cool.
That's crazy.
It had huge Super XL mouse pads. The keycaps, I guess. So if you have an old High Ground keyboard, you could just put the keycaps on. Sold out in 10 seconds. Everyone was pissed.
Yeah.
Why could they not just manufacture more of the keycaps? But they want you to pay $180 for the new keyboard.
Yeah.
So good marketing scheme. They had
Yep.
t-shirts and this jelly bag, which is like a tote bag, and naturally they had a Dark Magician girl on it everywhere for all the weird weebs out there. So
Yeah,
that's
100%.
all up there. So,
I'm surprised they didn't have like a bundle with like a Dark Magician girl pillow.
Yeah. Some might say full body length.
Yeah, totally. No, if that's not already out, it's coming. All right, let's listen to the voicemail here and wrap up.
Need advice?
610-734.
Pick up that phone
I gotta
and
edit
talk to a man.
phone number. I'm gonna edit that out. 617-701-7678. The WGG Internet Dad Sauce line. Whoops. That's totally. That's the number that you want to call to leave a voicemail. Here we go.
Here, with Black Friday quickly coming up upon us and Steam and Epic getting ready to have their largest sales of the year, question I had for you guys this week is, oh my God, I can't talk. It's first thing in the morning. Cut me some slack. What are the games that you guys maybe have wish listed that you would like to pick up during a sale? I'm really hoping Resident Evil drops around like the $30 range. As many times as Capcom has sold RE4, I just really have a hard time paying that much for it, even though I know the game is fantastic. So I'm really hoping that drops to about 50% off. I might look at Jedi Survivor. Maybe my computer can handle it now. Doubtful, but we'll see. All right, boys. Hope you have a good week. Looking forward to the answers. Peace.
Thank you, Coleman, for the voicemail. Yeah, for me, I really would like to jump on some single player games that I haven't played. I know that like Horizon Zero Dawn is on PC now. I don't have that, so if that goes on sale, I'll probably grab it. Ghost of Tsushima, pretty much all the PS4/PS5 stuff that is now on PC that wasn't before. That's me. Tiggy, what do you got?
Yeah, me. I'm gonna go the other way. I want to play more multiplayer games that I haven't
Ooh.
played, but specifically, I was looking for more like low key, less stress
Something
games
cozy.
where you can just have fun. I was thinking like Fall Guys, but obviously I have Fall Guys. It's free. I would love to play Party Animals. I know Party Animals came out pretty recently. It's similar to like Gang Beasts and stuff like that. So I can check and see if it's on sale, and I think that'd be a fun time. Just a bunch of get a couple buddies, and you're playing like King of the Hill and shit like that,
Yep.
and you're just throwing people off, and it's just I don't know, just more fun games to spend my time instead of grueling them over getting one level every 20 minutes in a game of Search and Destroy, which I can't even use the gun anyway.
Yep.
So
I mean, hey, listen, I think, there's definitely something to be said for a nice little cozy game. Everybody needs one. And, Party Animals is pretty good. I played it, like, only a couple times. I bought it, like, right when it first came out. I figured everybody that I knew was going to be playing it, and nobody played it. So, but it's still getting supported, obviously. So, who knows? Maybe I'll give that a spin. But let's land the train here. Gotta go help get the baby back down. But big shout out to everybody who came through in the chat. Shout out to Marco, Rockin, Coleman, and everybody else. Really appreciate you guys. And that's really all I got. Make sure that you subscribe on Spotify. Make sure that you share it with a friend. Make sure that you stay tuned because I'm gonna be doing some work on the website. Right now it is down. So be advised that it is going to be working. We're moving off of our old host onto a new one, and the old one is just so fucking difficult to manage, and now we're moving on to a new host for the website so that this never happens again, because every year it happens and their customer service rots. So bear with us. Probably going to be exploring some new visual themes for the website as well to try to kind of kickstart things and get some more traction back to it. So thanks for bearing with us, but that's all I got. Tiggy?
Yep, just got a softball game tonight, softball regular season ending tonight, playoffs starting after the holidays. Super excited. Can't stream on Twitch still. Mobile thing stinks. I have another beer mile thanks to my terrible issues with fantasy football. So that'll be next week sometime. Maybe I'll upload highlights of me possibly throwing up allegedly. No confirmed proof. Shout out to my room. Look how clean it is. It's always this clean. It's never dirty. Yep, and shout out my girlfriend Jackie, who's still here. So
shout out to her. Congrats on the love. And best of luck in the regular season finale. Hit a couple of bombs for us, and we'll see you in the postseason.
Yes, sir.
And for everybody else, thank you so much for listening. As always, this has been Not Another Gaming Podcast. We love you so much, and we'll see you next week.